I'm not sure if I'm alone on this one, but I don't know why it always seems like my motivation and my discipline always comes in waves. And it's like I'm never truly the same way all the time, Like some days I'm mentally sharp. Some days my mind is full of like brain fog and I'm just foggy and slow. And some days my emotions are constantly shifting back and forth. And when that happens, I always wish the fact that I was always the same. Like I wish that my emotions were always constant and like if I'm feeling good on a certain day, I always feel like, I hope this day lasts forever, or I hope the way that I'm feeling right now lasts for, the next however many years. But it always feels like for like maybe 1 week I'm mentally sharp and the next week I have so much brain fog and it just keeps happening over and over again. And I'm not able to hold a conversation with anybody. It's like I lose track of, who's talking about what in a conversation. And it's just like my memory's off and I just feel like I'm not fully on all the time. But then the other week, it's like I'm fully focused. I can have these like long conversations about anything. And the frustrating part is that when I'm feeling good and feeling positive and motivated about life, I want to do a good job at work. I want to go to work. I want to work on projects and impress my boss and show my boss that I'm a good employee and I can get a lot of things done, and eventually that will lead to a promotion. And that good feeling lasts sometimes for a few days, sometimes for a couple weeks, but then for some reason every single time it's like right after that nice period of everything feels positive and everything's motivating, I kind of like my emotions and my mind kind of just dips down to like a base level. And I'm not saying that I start to have like depressive thoughts or I go into depression or I have anxiety. I just mean that during those weeks when, during the weeks after feeling positive and excited about life, I just enter into a state where it's like I'm not motivated to do anything. I don't feel like going to work. I don't feel like talking to anybody. And everything just seems like it's so much more work. And I don't know if this is because I'm exhausted or if like I'm not eating well or I'm not getting enough sleep and maybe that's why I'm having a lot of brain fog. But I just can't stand the fact that when I'm feeling good, those days and those weeks don't last forever. And I think that if those weeks lasted forever, I could get so much stuff done. I could always be happy about all the projects that I work on at work. And I could literally make so many friends and make so many new like social connections. It'll be awesome, right? But then it's like some days I go to work and people that usually talk to me, when I'm having a good day, will still come up to me and try to talk to me. But it's like my entire mood and my entire like mind is just like not in the right mood to be socializing and stuff. So, and other people can feel that. Other people can, they can notice that something's off. I remember one time, for a couple weeks straight, I was super excited about work and I would go to work every day and I would like talk to my boss for literally like 15, 20 minutes in the morning about like random stuff about like life and how her dogs are doing and how like whatever she's up to at the house and just things not related to work. And I was doing that for 2 weeks straight. But then after the 2 weeks were over, after I had the long week, I had the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I came back to work on Monday, and it's like everything was just off. Like my entire ability to do small talk and communicate with everybody kind of just went down the drain. And it's like I had so much brain fog, and I just wasn't able to focus properly. And so my boss noticed this right away. She was like, "Oh, how come you're being so quiet this week? Like last couple weeks you were talking so much, and you seem so happy. But this week you just seem like something happened in your life or something. Like what's going on with you, right? Like why are you so quiet?" And that kind of annoyed me and kind of like ruined my mood because I'm like, well, I'm not choosing to be quiet on purpose, right? It's like it's more of just something that's happening automatically. Like I get the fact that 2 weeks ago or like the previous 2 weeks I was talking to you and we were having great conversations. But it's like I can't always be like that, like sometimes things happen in my life and I just have no control of them, and my mind isn't the same every day, like things change. Like I don't know what happens within my body, but something happens that causes me to not be motivated some days. And it's like those feelings and those emotions and that brain fog that I have, it tends to come in waves. Like it's not like a constant like same level of a wave that stays constant. It's like there's always an up and always a down, and the ups and downs aren't like too crazy. Like it's not like I'm super manic and then I'm super depressed. It's more just like a subtle up and down in my emotions that cause me to be motivated some days, some weeks, and then other weeks I'm just like I don't want to have anything to do with work. And it's yeah, just frustrating. I don't understand why this happens, and maybe some of you guys can kind of relate, and maybe this happens to you as well. So, I hope I'm not alone on this one because it really sucks. I really wish that I was always the same every single day and I was always motivated, but I'm not, right? So I don't know what I can do about that. But another thing that I want to talk about is the fact that I understand sometimes things happen, externally in our lives, like something will happen outside of us. Like, sometimes somebody could say something to us or somebody cuts us off in traffic or something happens to our relatives, right? And sometimes it can be a tragic thing. And I fully understand that those things can affect the way that we are mentally and inside of ourselves, internally. Um, but I still have things that happen externally, and obviously it does affect my internal state and the way that I'm feeling. But for some reason, it's like there could be nothing happening on the external on the outside. Like everything on the outside could be fine and normal. But even then, for some reason, it's like there's always some sort of drama going on inside my mind. There's always some sort of like fluctuation of emotions, or I'm always feeling down and feeling happy sometimes, and it's like nothing's going on outside of me. It's for some reason there's something always going on inside. I have no idea why this happens. Um, and I hope this is relatable. Hope you guys can kind of relate to this. I know one time one of my friends went through a breakup, and another friend told him that don't worry man, like you're gonna feel sad and the sadness will come in waves. So some days you'll feel really sad and some days it won't be that bad. And so I don't know if this is kind of related to that, but who knows, honestly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you guys can relate to what I'm saying. Peace out.